From Stillman Valley, J.J. Whaley. From Wilmington, Trent Lyons. Trent Lyons is in the green, Wilmington's green, Stillman Valley red. In Class 2A.
Klimara in the green and gold. Davis in the black.
Bob, if you're going to handicap this a little bit, how many points might Klimara be favored by in this match? Close or moderate?
I'll put the over under at 4.5. Nothing yet, though. It's 0-0. We've wrestled 30 seconds.
Klimara comes into this match with just one loss on the year. Do you recall who that's to?
To Bobby Zabel of Manuka. He went up to 32 to wrestle him. Lost 5-4. This would be a...
And Davis had an abbreviated season. He came into the tournament at 12-2, so we don't think he got on the mat until about January.
No, he didn't get on the mat until late January. And big win, of course, over Spraggins last night in the semifinals.
Well, yeah, if he came in with 12 wins, 6 of those had to be at sectionals and regionals, 6 or more of those.
Davis was 5th in the state at 103 as a sophomore. And a stalemate as Klimara is able to keep the lock and hold Davis off.
So after going through our first 3 weight classes without a senior, we've now got 2 seniors going at it here.
Klimara, of course, was a state champion as a freshman. Runner-up to Dan Sabatello of Stevenson the past 2 years. At 119 and at 125. Here he is in the finals at 126.
So in 4 years, he's probably had, what, about 6 or 7 losses?
Yeah, something like that. Not too many.
Quite a high school career.
Scoreless first period. Klimara will start down. Sure to join us on IHSA.TV next week for the dual state tournament. That'll start at 9 in the morning. We'll be with you all day long. Andre Morgan and I will be doing the 3A feed for that tournament from the U.S. Cellular Coliseum in Bloomington. And if you're tired of listening to us, drive on down to Bloomington and capture it for yourself. Always winds up being a very exciting event. It certainly was last year when Glenbard North finally broke through and won the state for the very first time after it was their 12th state team trophy and the first that was that said state champions on it.
I never realized that.
Yeah, 12 state trophies and finally they get the big one.
Wow. Well, they've been so strong for so long that you just don't think about that.
2 runner-up finishes and 6 third-place finishes during the decade of the 2000s.
Wow.
That's consistency. Always ran into that one team they couldn't beat until last year.
Okay,
blood times is over.
Getting restarted with Davis on top. Klimara comes up.
Drops down to the leg.
Klimara does a nice job of keeping coming up to his feet.
Sitting on that head, trying to break the hands.
Oh, that is so draining underneath there.
And stalemate is called. And look at now, we're going to get blood time again, it looks like, for Davis.
120 place winners, please report to the awards area. You should be seated
No score, as you can see.
Well, that's a tough position. It's not surprising to have blood time in your nose when your face is smashed into the mat like that. I mean,
exactly.
Klimara really had his hips so tight in there. I don't know how Davis hung on to that. Well, while we're doing blood time here, Rob, I'm going to toot your horn a little bit for the fans out there. Rob did rankings before this tournament got started.
They're on the front page of Illinois Mat Men, by the way, if you want to take a look. Sorry, Mark. Go ahead.
And Rob got 24 of the 28 finalists correct in terms of who you've got. I'm not counting in what order, just the fact that you picked the top 2 finalists. You missed one at 06, and you missed one at this weight, 126, and you miss at the next weight. But boy, you're really solid. Starting at 45, you got them all right.
Well, that's every once in a while, all the research does some good. Now Klimara is out, runs out of the grasp of Davis. It's 1-0.
And just for all the people listening out there, if I got the numbers wrong, don't complain to me about it. Just write Rob. Send him an email if I got it wrong. Or better yet, send it to Andre.
Yeah.
He loves those emails.
You betcha. So 1-0 for Klimara. Now trying to spin behind.
And he's got it.
Got the snap and
spin. That was a nice shot, nice finish.
Slow motion spin, but it's just as effective. It's 3-0.
You could see Klimara was really getting antsy at the pace of the match with all the blood time. He's got way too much. He's got way too much energy out there, and pent up energy.
Yeah, he is kind of perpetual motion, and doesn't all result in points, but that's something that he'll continue to clean up as he gets into his college career.
Have you heard any recruiting rumors about either one of these athletes?
Not particularly.
Okay, we're started the third period. Klimara's got his 3-0 lead, and he is on top. Davis has his work cut out for him.
And this is where Klimara likes to ride, with that spiral, staying right behind the arms. Klimara hasn't won a state title since 2009 when he was a freshman. Runner-up to Sabatello of Stevenson the last 2 years, trying to lock up a second state title.
4-time finalist. Boy, that's rare company. That is really rare company.
They go off the edge, 1:05 left. Now under a minute to go. All the points came in the second period. An escape and a takedown for Klimara. He leads 3-0.
Well, Davis has no answer for this spiral ride of Klimara. He's tough with it. He switches off to other things and to arms well, so that he's not getting called for stalling. He's just not giving him any room to breathe.
Doesn't look like much what he's doing, but he is really wearing down Davis. Just staying behind those arms like he does so often, and just runs him off with 9 seconds left to go. chance starting. Eddie, and Davis rolled right to his back. He'll finish his career with a count, and 3 on the near fall makes the final 6-0, and Eddie Klimara of Providence finishes career as a 2-time state champion.